All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Wrath of the Righteous. I was thinking of maybe doing more marathon with the boys, but then I was like, you know what, fuck it, man. I kind of do like the Wrath. Granted, this game does put me, I feel like, in always like a big pickle, man. Like I think they do a good job of like riding the line between like good and evil, I guess, in a sense. Now, I definitely think in Kingmaker, they're all like, oh, look at you, murder hobos. Look what you do to the monsters, even though the monster started it. Well, granted, the monster got manipulated by a different power to start the shit. But, I mean, I don't know, man. It doesn't shame you as much, I guess. Well, not, I guess maybe not now, but maybe later on, they'll be like, you're a fucking murder hobo, man. You could have let Winter Sun live in peace. Instead, you let them see reality. Well, you know what? Snap back to reality, son. The fucking demons are everywhere, and shit's bad. But that being said, though, I think we're doing a pretty good job of keeping our humanity for the most part. You know, sometimes people gotta face some hard truths, man. Like well, what can I say? This is a brutal war, and if I have my way, you know, we'll do some rotations of people in and out of the whole situation here. But yeah, we're pretty much gonna be stuck here, y'all. Fighting until the bitter end against the daemon. With that being said, though, what the fuck are we doing again? I don't know, man. There's too much shit, man. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I think content-wise, Wrath blows Kingmaker, like, dead ass out of the water, man. Like, you know, if you're looking for content, if you're looking for, like, shit's going on, and, you know, like, the moving pieces and stuff like that, I definitely think, Wrath has, Kingmaker beat. But if you're looking for, like, I guess a more tabletop, like, you know, like, oh, this is an adventure between five lads, or six lads, then I think Path is way better in that aspect, you know, where, like, it's the scale, right? It's the scale of Wrath is much lower, and, you know, like, the consequences, granted, towards, like, the end of the campaign, the consequences start ramping up, and, you know, the ramifications, yada yada. But, like, you know, throughout the entire story, I feel like Kingmaker had a better, I don't know, I guess, flow to it for me, at least right now. Again, you know, this is my first time playing through this, and you know, these are just first opinions, right? So maybe if I play it through a couple times, and, you know, like, all the mechanics and all the shit is like solidified, then I'll feel a little bit better. But yeah, right now it just feels like, holy fuck, man. It's a lot of baggage. I didn't expect your ass to figure that shit out. I'm just like, bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man. With that being said, though, I can already tell that there's going to be some tension between me and the court. And I don't know how that's going to play out. So far, we have yielded our power to the court because, you know, at the end of the day, we kind of derive power from them. So, you know, it's probably best to not fucking piss them off, because then they're gonna, you know, whip out the Glock and then maybe shoot me, man. But then again, I'm like, you know what? Fuck y'all, dog. You know, they Almade has picked me, you know, for the most part, to lead this crusade. So, you know, I'm gonna fucking lead the crusade. Now, granted, all of our power it falls from what you call it, falls from the queen giving me the power, I guess. But then again, I don't know, man. You know, we kind of just got stuck with this shit, honestly, at this point, man. What the hell is this? Pluror Falls. Oh shit, that's where that is. Honestly, Bog, that's actually, like, pretty close. Like, we can probably open that up, like, pretty easily. Oh, that's Blackwater. I think I heard, like, there was something we gotta do at Blackwater. Either way, though, I mean, we gotta mop up the Southern Demon army. I'm debating on whether or not I actually want to send, like, you motherfuckers, because, like, y'all need to get some motherfucking levels. But the problem is that these demons, there's so many of them, and it's kind of problematic, because, like, we only have one army who's capable of doing shit, which is, like, very bad. So, like, you know, if this army ever gets defeated in the battlefield, we're not gonna have a fun time, to say the least of things here. But she's pretty spent too, so, like, we gotta spend a couple of days rotating her out. I think right now we should probably spend most of our time trying to build up our economy, because at the end of the day, oh fuck, I don't know how to get to the build map mode, man. At the end of the day, what's gonna win the war? You know, like I know this sounds kind of harsh, especially to all of our conscripts, well, volunteers and shit like that. But what's gonna win the war is that we're gonna need logistics, dog. We're gonna need a constant flow of men. The warp kind of, you know, kind of do its thing. I need arrow centers too, by the way. But I think we're gonna get the mats up first because the mats are the most important thing. Because at the end of the day, we need to build, and we gotta keep building, and we can't stop. For you, what you call it, the cost of not building is too much, man. I've basically been trying to get as much materials as possible to the war front, and as much men to the war front too, because at the end of the day, you know, the cultists, the demons, they outnumber us vastly on the battlefield. The only thing I'm grateful for is that at least they don't YOLO themselves across the battlefield towards us, because, like, realistically, I don't think we can put up that much of a fight. What the fuck are we waiting for, by the way? The question is, like, wait for results. Motherfucker. So do I need to go back to Canabras? I do need to go back to the Canabras. Man, fuck you, man. It's like a fucking 3-day walk, dude. Yep. I actually guessed that shit right off the drop, bro. You know what we can do? We could build portals, and then we could teleport to and fro. Can I actually manage Canabras, or did the queen take that back? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, fucking, you know. Okay, yeah, the Canabras is being managed by the queen, which means we have to build a teleporter. I'm just saying, man. You're taking the commander out. Ugh, fuck it. I mean, we're not gonna do anything anyways. I mean, our war front is static right now, and, like, you know, we're winning. We're winning so much. We're doing so much winning that, you know, realistically, I don't have to worry too much here. And then my scout division, what are you guys doing? What are you guys looking for? You're looking to get your ass back home, is how that is for the time being. And then what are you? You're my reserve mage. And then you're, like, wizards. You're wizard Harrys. How about recruitment? Do you have anybody? Oh, fuck. Wrong button. Every single time, man. I wish the buttons didn't have a loading screen with it, man. But, you know, just because we wish for it doesn't mean we're gonna get it. We definitely want more dudes. Unfortunately, you know, at the end of the day, y'all are gonna serve and die in the front lines. And I mean, a lot of y'all gonna die in the front lines, y'all. I'm just saying. I would like to build a better thing. Maybe we need to build better barracks or something like that. But either way, though, I mean, we have no money. We have no mats. We have nothing, dude. You have nothing. All right. Well, I guess we gotta go back to Nethum with Wendu. I kind of want to not reenact the whole Hellscream and Thrall situation with Mammoth or something like that. I forgot his name. I'm gonna be real with you. It's been a long time, okay, y'all. It's been a long time, and I don't remember all the Warcraft lore. But yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, what the fuck is that? Well, motherfucker. Oh, I swear to God, this game makes you feel bad, man. Oh, these villagers, you know, was pleading for the Crusaders' help, and then it's just like, bro, don't even with me, man. All right, don't even with me. Holy shit, there's fuck, man. I got shit to do. Please don't be combat. Please don't be combat. Okay. Well, we definitely want a quick save just in case it is combat. It's Squire. What kind of goddamn seeds are those? Of all scrolls, the intended gave Of all the scrolls the intended gave us, you chose this one? Really? It didn't occur to you that this is a problem? How are we gonna face our mentor now? This is just a spell that, well, long story short, it'll help us against the demons. We still want to be saved from the demons, don't we? The young man who stands staring at the squirming in the center of the meadows turns at his gaze. Oh, it seems like we got reinforcement, and it's the commander, no less. Who are you? We are Crusaders, Commander. Squires of Sir Alfred, Commander. He will be here shortly once he finishes inspecting the positions. Prepare for battle. Bro, this is the backlines. What battle are you preparing for? I guess demons are technically still teleporting in and yada yada. So what happened to you? We're escorting rescue prisoners to Canabres. After we heroically liberate them, the young man beams with pride. But there's an issue. Those for whom they were rescued now pursue us. So our leader and mentor, noble Sir Alfred, decided to take a defensive position and fight. We tried to get ready for a battle. The young man looks hesitantly at the swarming plants. What is that? It's a cluster of flexible, elongated, pulsating objects. Don't say it like that, dog. Don't say it like that. These are sprouts of plants whose behavior seems highly uncharacteristic for plants. You can call it a demon's trap. Yes, definitely a demon's trap. They only look like ropes that are wider at the base and narrow at the ends and suddenly gain the ability to move. Are you trying to say tentacles? We don't use words like that here. What kind of goddamn Japanese word for pervert here? Like pollen? Yes, the right is the... Oh my god, are full of pollen. So where's your leader? I'm gonna shoot my pollen all over you. Wait, yo, pause. Here he is, hurrying to appear before you. The Aasimar standing before you screams of chivalry. His armor and gear have seen many battles, but they're carefully polished. Every belt is finely fitted, and every buckle sparkles. The Aasimar gladly greets you. My sincere greetings to the Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade, Breaker of the Demons, Saver of Canabres, yada yada. Meeting you is an indisputed honor for me. I am Sir Alfred, a loyal follower of the divine Iamade, a knight, a nobleman, and a crusader. These young men are my squire, and we... The knight interrupts himself, turns his gaze to the sprout springing forth from the ground. What is this? Sir, as we were about to depart the garrison, the intendant Arcanus gave us a scroll that creates a demon trap. We decided that now is the best time to use it. This is a very good trap. These wiggling serpent-like grabbers can hold a demon. What is going on, man? Exactly. These rope-like moving, sprouting pseudopods have optimum shapes to grab and immobilize a demon. These bendable and sinus sprouts will surely help us fight the demons. The squire looks at you in silent gratitude and utters a sigh of relief. Well, we have cleared up the question that troubled me. Now it's time to turn our attention to more pressing matters. Tell me, Squire, did you brief the commander and outline the gravity of our situation? Yes or no? I don't remember. I think something was said about a very, very nasty demon. I beg your pardon. I will ask you not to judge these young men harshly. They could not be blamed for a lack of diligence. They're just young. They have not yet fully mastered the art of war, and have not realized the importance of discipline. In time, they'll become the pride of the Crusader forces. I am certain of it. Well, let's hopefully they'll get tentacled. Something pseudopod grabbing. The squire smiles as he listens to the knight words. The second squire proudly thrusts his chest as he discreetly tries to wipe a clump of mud off his armor. I'll brief you myself, Commander. A monster is pursuing us, but it's not a demon. It's something even more heinous and unnatural. A demodan? What the fuck is that, man? The assessment is a very, very nasty creature. It's accurate. My squire and I have raided its lair and liberated several prisoners. This thing was going to drag to the abyss, but now the monster is coming after us. I estimate that it'll be here in half an hour. We plan to fight. Alright, fine. I'll fuck it, man. I want XP, man. It'd be honored to fight by your side. Please prepare yourself for a very, very nasty Demodan. Will be here soon. Ah, fuck. I didn't get to buff. Man, motherfucker, you should give me some time to buff. A very nasty Demodan. The creature that appears before you looks like an alien and disgusting, even to those accustomed to the abomination of the war wound. Very, very nasty is a fitting description. Its flesh seems to boil and melt, and long, dark growth constantly shift and stretch along its flesh. The Demodan stares at Sir Alfrey, a mortal with the blood of heaven. I recognize your smell. It was you who dared to break into my lair and steal my offerings to my master. For this, you will become an offering yourself. You and everyone with you. You are trying to threaten me with your puny weapon? You will barely scratch me, but I'll crush you like a magnet. Maggot. Magnet, not magnet. I am the commander of the 5th Crusade, breaker of demons, liberator of Canabras, and therapist to all. These people are under my protection. You hear that, monster? We're not the only ones standing against you. Our hero and leader stands with us. Be afraid, monster, for your final hours of your villainy in the lands of Glorion has come. And don't try to threaten me with your might and invincibility, or even those... The knights cast a wary glance at the Demodan ever-shifting skin growths. Disgusting appendages. Man. Okay. For the strength of a true knight is not his shield, sword, or armor. A brave heart is my soul, and my faith is righteous because of my shield. Oh shit, he's getting tentacled. Do I need meat B here, dog? Oh yeah, I do. Are you flying by any chance? And are you immune to poison? Everybody's a fucking immune to poison. And difficult terrain. I'm guessing this doesn't work on you. It says it's... Well, whatever, man. Just fucking shoot up, alright, y'all? Okay, while that's happening, I need the boosts. Man, dude, I thought you said you were not gonna get tentacled. Motherfucker got tentacled. Well, haste is not gonna do jack. No, Ember, why don't you shove the magic up his butthole real quick? Oh, no, he's immune to fire. Or he's immune to Damaggio. Oh, he doesn't seem that strong, to be honest with you. I gotta get this lady a tower shield, man, so that she becomes the ultimate tank. Oh, he just blew his black load all over us, man. Sir Alfrey catches a breath looking at the battlefield. I thank you for your help, Commander. And I thank even more of the great tact and care you showed. I noticed that you play along with the squires and didn't mention a certain word. A word that causes me great discomfort. A painful memory related to a traumatic experience in the past. If you will allow it, I will not bring up this topic again. It's too difficult. If you allow it, I will not bring up this topic. Okay. I was happy to I'll kill the monster that threatened me. I like to kill the monster that threatened me, especially ones with... Okay, let's not. He literally says traumatic. Okay, so it looks like this man got a tentacle at some point. I don't want to know. I don't care. I like to kill the monster that threatened me. I was happy to help. Our gratitude has no bounds. Thank you. Before you move on to do great things that lay ahead of you, allow me to present you with a small gift. A humble knight, no matter how noble, could hardly possess something that would surprise you, but let this gift serve as a memento of our encounter. The Agile Hand Axe, number 4. Or +4. Okay. It's a 1d6 plus 4. 5d10. I mean... I don't know, man. I don't know. Wow, did we really just show up here, just shoot up a demon? Random ass, easy ass demon? Well, whatever, man. I don't care, man. I got bigger shit to do rather than fight a random ass demon. I mean, we got a good axe for a bit though. Can our troops mobilize? Yes, our troop can mobilize, and also shit's happening. Relics. The fate of the dirty squealer. Okay. The art of war. We have 6 days until the Gorham thing's done. Well, we definitely want to level up our military, because I feel like, you know, the higher our military is, the better off we're gonna be. And then for our army, still debating on what not to do with you, man. Our enemies are many, our allies are few, and shit is always going down, man. Okay, you can merge. Okay, we got mats. Mats. We got a freaking mats. No, I don't want to journey there, dog. I want to see what's in there, like, motherfucker. No. You already know. Give me the motherfucking supply center, brother. Yeah, because at this point, better materials is what limit us. You already got your supply center. You already got your supply center. You already got your supply center. I'm pretty sure everybody got their supply center, so now that should be Gucci gang. And you know, it's good to give our soldiers a little bit of break. I feel like we've been yeeting them constantly towards battle. Oh, it's not like I have a choice of the matter, man. War. War comes for us, whether we like it or not. I want that daily income, but I don't know if we can take on that many dudes, because that's like over 750 archers. I think we should just slow our roll, man. Like, at the end of the day, you know, like, the demons ain't going anywhere, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking demons don't want to flee. I'm gonna kill you. Do I think we need to use this? Yes, they're gonna do DiMaggio, so fuck them. Okay, so they need to go. Just chuck a fireball on that shit, man. I'll be real with y'all, man. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. All right, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. I don't really need energy. Don't even know what a Claw of a Sacred Beast is. I don't want to go against these warlord looking motherfuckers, man. I'll be real with y'all. Yeah, I think it's just a number issue right now. Like, we can't get enough numbers. Maybe we should have paced ourselves rather than just fucking go like hardcore crusading, dog. Either way, I need you to get to the front lines. Oops, traveled the wrong way. Recruitment is done. We're actually starting to build up financial points, which is nice. Just because I feel like we've been getting pushed pretty hard, body. Okay, and then my bitch ass. Nah, we're gonna camp when we get to Canabres. We really should open up a portal though. Yeah, we should. I don't know what the fuck that puzzle is. Oh, come on, man. We're in the back lines. Big back bullshit in the back line. Still get attacked by people.
The light, take you.
Retreat is not an option.
I'll go ahead.
Fucking this idiot got fucking jacked, man. Well, luckily we're in the back line, so like the demons here aren't that strong. How's there always some shit? Priests of various emit the minds of Glorion. These doomsayers scorn the gods for the words and demand that everyone bow down before the middle end. Send the sectarians on a suicide mission. Silence them. I don't need energy points, so realistically, it's either leadership or I don't need whatever these two are. It's either military. I feel like military is always military is the furthest behind. So like I'd rather actually let's hold for this thing because I don't think we need to make a decision right now, and we have to upgrade our military first, anyways. There's so much shit. Holy man. What is my crusading army gonna do? I mean, we could swap out the rangers. Because the rangers aren't really doing that much these days. Or we can swap out the clerics. But I don't think I want to swap out the clerics. What about recruitment? Nothing to recruit right now. And our finance points are finally starting to build. So that's cool. Yeah, that means we can invest in bigger buildings, which is nice. 77! Jesus fucking Christ. That's very good. Okay, well, I mean, now that we have extra money, we're definitely going to start an extra build thing. Can we build one per day now? Yes, we can definitely build one per day now. Well, you better bet we're going to fucking get those archer range up, man. Because at the end of the day, archers is what's going to really dictate the battlefield. The battlefield is not one on the front, which is kind of crazy. It's actually one in the back lines, man. And then, we got some demons. This level 7 demon army. You know, I'm going to send my other guy to deal with this shit. And the reason being is because we really need to start spreading out the experience and stuff like that. It says he's going to have a hard time. Just do a quick save just in case me. I'll have these guys on standby just in case me. That's good. Okay, apparently we got to do some logistical reforms. But another degree is being fired. Okay. That's really not good. Yeah, we're not able to burst down the demons, which is very bad. Well, that's why we keep the A team. The B team is just so far under leveled, man, that you know we gotta really give these guys like more shit to do, basically. And then I guess you can just come this way. For some reason, you're gonna really force me to go all the way around, man. Fuck you, game. Well, okay, well the game's gonna force us to go all the way the fuck around, I guess. And then I guess y'all can just go back home because there's really nothing I can do with you. Okay, and then while that's happening, actually, yeah, having additional finance points is great because we're gonna be hiring like a lot of mercenaries to fill in and like most of our gaps. So like, it's not the end of the war. Actually, it's actually pretty nice. Gotta make sure that we have enough archers to fucking block out the sun, dog. See, one thing I wish is you can get like a simplify mode, you know, where like, you know, you don't have to go into the city center to like do your thing, but you know, it's whatever, man. I also got a bunch of shit to do too. Yeah, this is just a 3-day hiatus. Actually, maybe we should save up so that we can get a portal, so that we can start opening up portals, so that, you know, like, it save us time from like, you know, mobilizing. Oh my god, are you fucking serious right now? All right. We need to rest.
You feel sorry for the cultists. What about the demons? Do you pity them as much as their victims?
How can you not feel sorry for anyone? Is there anyone in this world who isn't suffering?
Shut up, a portal. I think the next thing is also installing portals throughout the thing, so that we can start TPing to and fro locations. Okay, well, you definitely know shit's gonna come. Actually, I don't know if shit's gonna go down, actually, because like these guys are.
I'll go ahead.
They ran, didn't they? Ah, the motherfuckers. Oh, they didn't ran. Okay. I was about to say, man.
I know the way.
How do we hear like a lot of bustling, but we don't see anybody? It's kind of suspicious, yo. No, he's just chilling.
Follow my lead.
All right, my guy, how's it going? Skull greets you with an anxious look. Ah, Uplander, back again. Congratulations on your victory in Canabrish. Wendu rudely interrupts the chief. The master doesn't have time to listen to your empty chatter, soul. He has a war to win, and instead of leading the troops, he has personally to come here for an army of underground crusaders. Where are the warriors? Where's the tribal militia? Why are they still not on the surface? Wendu aggressively barks out the words at the stunned old man, who helplessly at the hunter incapable of saying the words. How are things in the tribe? Things are hectic. Everyone say it's time for the Nethers to take up their weapons and go to fight the demons. But there are others, of course, but their voices are loud. They're afraid of you. They think you come with evil. You brought a terrible faith to the Nethers. Soul looks away and continues without feeling. Of course, most are rooting for you, but we're a tribe. Have to listen to the voices of tribesmen. I hope you can persuade them. And until we persuade them, you're sending the tribe here. Have I got that all right, Soul? You slippery one, like a stone at the bottom of the underground stream. Come on and give me the name. Who still has doubts? Is it Lan, right? Is he setting the tribes against us? So which is Lan? Maybe it isn't ours and doesn't want to live like we do, but he is loyal to our people and has never once disgraced it. And he knows how upland life works and why many listen to him now. He has the right to speak even if you don't agree with him. Even if I don't agree with him. Everyone speaks at the fire, and you, Gur, shouldn't be so impudent with me. I remember you learned to shoot a bow for the first time. I was old and smart even back then, and you were still young and stupid. Did the demons show up again? Of course they did. The Uplanders are celebrating victory, but there is still a dark coverage. Hunters goes missing, and like they hear some whisper in their heads are calling them, luring them, as if the blood is calling them somewhere. Those who were weaker left and never returned, and now they were leaving, they mumbled he would come soon, and all of us would be his. Soulscape said hopelessly. I don't know what they're talking about. Haven't I earned your trust? I trust you, many others do too, but not everyone. And it means that if I leave the tribe, our family will be divided. Others cannot be divided. That is how we die. That's why, if we're leaving together. The Mongol must come with me and join the war. We need to gather at the fire, argue, persuade those disagree. We can't give the answer now. There's nothing to argue about. I'm not going with you, and none of those who believe me will. Wendu, you betrayed your people when you decided to turn us into beasts of war to serve the Uplanders. When you decide to destroy our minds and our faith, replacing them with foul demonic power. How blackened is your heart that you would offer the lives and blood of your fellow tribesmen as payment for your rise to power? Were you eavesdropping, you little rat? You are probably dying of envy that the master preferred my troops to yours. You better shut your mouth and get out of the way, or you'll regret it to the end of your very short life. Jordisland, I thought you wanted to go to the surface with all the mongrels. I wanted to be sure, but not like this. He points at the smiling Wendu. Just look at her. She either get us all killed or make us into demon slaves. I don't know which is worse. Lan, come to your senses. I don't wish any harm to the mongrels. I like to believe you, but the fact that you rely on Wendu's help say more about you than any words could. She can't wait to turn all the mongrels into howling hordes, crushing the enemies at her command. The army is not for me, but for my master. I will only be a military leader. I won't leave, and I don't have time to convince you, Lan, so what are you gonna do? I suggest we settle our argument with a duel, the hunter looks fiercely at Wendu. I'm not a great hero, and I'm not a chief, but I'm not a coward who forgets his responsibilities to his tribe either. That's why I'll be waiting for you in our cave, Wendu. Come, and we'll fight for the future of the tribe. I know you won't stop until someone makes you. If I need a rope made of your guts to drag the nethers to the surface, I'll happily make it. Soul lowers his head grimly and mumbles, if means there will be a fight, we have the custom of the tribes. Don't prohibit this. Otherwise, no unity can be achieved. I will ask you once, don't shed the blood of your tribesmen. Settle your argument peacefully. If you can't, then fight. I'm an old man and I can't stop you. You notice the nearby tradeswoman and Lan exchange secretive looks. Wendu said softly, I thought Lan would bring us trouble. We have to get rid of him. The cave he's talking about isn't far from here. We'll use to hide away from the tribe there to spend some time alone. It's a good, quiet place. It will be easy to take care of him without involving the rest of the tribe. I think she and Lan are plotting something. Jaya? That dirty bitch. We have to visit her before we go to Lan. I tickle her pretty face with my knife and she'll tell us everything about our boy's plan. You have been issued a challenge, you must accept it. Let's try to convince him to back down. Scoffing with disdain, Wendu nods. More talking? Fine. If you want to spare the scum after he dared to talk back to you, I obey, master. The huntress' menacing words don't sound very sincere, as though she said them as a finality and not out of true feeling. I honestly think we kind of make a bad choice. I kind of got scared of the, you know, like, he was like a fucking monk or something like that, and I was like, ranger monk, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with that bullshit, man. I'm not dealing with that bullshit. But now I got a snake, you know, kind of in my midst a little bit here. All right, what's going on, lady? Dara looks at you warily and Wendu, and with unconcealed fear. You're back? Shall we trade then? Inhaling loudly, Wendu smiles. I sense fear. What are you afraid of, Dara? The coin? Shall we trade? What do you got for me, dog? Yes, Garbaggio. I guess then again, what do I expect about people who's locked under the ground who doesn't have any trade routes? Did you and Lan have some kind of agreement? What kind of agreement? You're making this up. I don't make an arrangement. Only interested in trading. You're lying, she said to the singing voice. I can see you're lying. I'll cut you with my flaying knife right here. You tell us everything. Tell me what land you wanted, or you'll talk to Wendu. Lan wanted potions. I go to Canabra sometimes. I buy potions and powders I never seen in our caves from their wizards. They trade the potions for prey our hunters killed in the cave. Lizard skin, bile, chitin. Lan promised me that he will give his kill to me for 100 gongs if I got warrior strength potions for him on the surface. Ha, so he's afraid, pissing his pants, scrambling for help? Nothing will save him from a knife, and I'll punish anyone who helps him. Got that, traitor? As if begging for protection. I don't want to kill him. Like, he's not a bad guy. If anything, I kind of agree with him. You know, nothing wrong with Wendu, man, but, like, this bitch is crazy. I'm gonna be real with you. This bitch is, like, real crazy, yo. And at the end of the day, I don't want to make the Nethers go down the same path as the orcs in Warcraft, where, like, you know, like, they basically smoke that shit, and then it turns out that, you know, the blood of, I would say Mammoth, but it's, like, it's not his name. But yeah, the blood of the demon ultimately, like, put them under control of the demon. And, like, you know, at the end of the day, I think canonically, Hellscream died, in trying to break the curse of the orcs. So, like, realistically, I'm like, I don't want that to play, man. I don't want to be the thrall to, I don't want her to be my Hellscream to my thrall, basically. So, I want to avoid that, but, like, everything leads to, like, you know, confrontation at this point, and I'm like, you know, we got to stop this as much as possible, man. Though, I don't think that's going to make her character strong, though. I think she's going to, like, come to resent our ass, but, I mean, we can either lean into her murder hobo tendencies, or we can, you know, take a stand, bro, and I think I'm going to take a stand, because, like, at the end of the day, you know, we can't give up... We can't sacrifice our humanity just to, like, get one up on the demons, because, you know, at the end of the, that just makes the demon wins in the long run. So I don't want to, you know, do this. If we can talk this out, I would like to talk this out. Seeing you, Lan chuckled hopelessly. I see you brought your new friends, Wendu. I was only expecting you, so that's how we're going to resolve our argument? As warriors, just me and you and your bodyguard? By the way, you shouldn't have intimidated Dara. Hurting people who can't fight back, I'm embarrassed for you. Lan resolutely takes up a fighting stance. He lets out a grim sigh, full of tired disappointment. Wendu, I trust you, and you turned out to be rotten to the core, like a mushroom riddled with mold. Well, now it's time to pay for your deception. You failed to see me who I truly am. But blaming your blindness on me? All you do is whine, Lan. You can't even kill someone without sniveling over them first. Why are you getting in our way? Raising his paddle, Lan holds his bow in a tight grip. You and Wendu wants to turn my people into fighting animals, toss us into fire of wars like father. I won't stand by and watch it happen. Idiot. Our fellow tribesmen are gaining the power that was destined to them, and you only want to keep laughing in poverty in these catacombs, instead of going up to the surface and showing the world how strong the Nethers are. I wish no harm to the mongrel. I'm only helping you fulfill your destiny. We're our underground crusaders and not underground demons. The path you prepared for us isn't our destiny. If you lose the fight, will you back down? If I lose, I'll be dead and no longer a thorn to your side. Not if, when. You said a chance against Wendu. Looks like the fight is inevitable. I wouldn't be sure of that. I'm fighting for my tribe, but she's only fighting for herself. Looks like the fight is inevitable. And I'm asking you to stay out of it. You're not a mongrel, and you will not decide our fate. Wendu, you have to settle this conflict between the two of you. As you wish, Master. In this case, I'll settle it in the simplest way by gutting this pathetic slug eater.
In your blood.
Oh, she doesn't get sneak, brother?
This is not my time yet. This was unexpected.
Weakened by his injuries, Lance Stubborn raises his bows and spits blood from his mouth and smiles. When are we gonna stop dancing and start fighting? Lie down and stay down, Lan. Don't try getting up. Even the mongrels is no longer able to put up a fight. The huntress hesitates to deal the killing blow. Or what? You're gonna kill me? You'll do that anyways. Suppressing a painful grunt that rumbles from the chest, Lan raises with effort. Sorry, Wendu. I'm not giving up today. I honestly, I would like to see what she does, honestly. And I think, oh, fuck, man. I'm gonna just reload if it goes bad. Good work, Wendu. The huntress casts an admiring look at you. Thank you, master. Any animal can be taught a field trick. Have you learned how to jump through the hoops yet, Wendu? Have you had enough, Lan? What are you talking about? I could do this all day, but seriously, no, I haven't had enough. If you want to get rid of me, kill me. But you won't be able to intimidate me and make me back down. Wendu angry. You're such an idiot. You have a death wish. Why are you hesitating, Wendu? I'm saving the moment, master. It's nice to see my enemies crawling at my feet. Wendu smiles mockingly, but you notice a glimmer of uncertainty in her eyes. Oh, fuck. You claim to be fighting for mongrels, but you're betraying your tribe. I'm betraying the hive? What the hell? I fought Wendu for it in front of you. Are you blind or something? Master, may I explain to him? You may try. We Nethers are spawn of the caves, brought up in pain and violence. No one is eager to accept us in the Brotherhood. To gain a foothold in this war, we will have to fight, and to do this, we will need power. Any power, no matter where we get it from. The war is cruel. Living space can only be attained through violence, no matter how much you like to believe. Otherwise, you know it. The tribe eats only because someone dies. We have to fight for our place under the strange sun we never knew. We have to fight for our right to exist. Today, the Crusader needs us, but tomorrow, when the demons are defeated, we might be suspicious of who are better avoided. That's why we're going after our own power. You said Nethers who accept the demon power resembles animals. We're not animals. We're predators, hungry, fearless, and aggressive. Yes, we have to make sacrifice for the sake of power, but who doesn't? Once our ancestors were exiled here, they made up a story about how everything would be all right and everybody would love us. But that story is never gonna come true. Our people are on the crust of brutal, harsh fight for survival, and you're trying to undermine our very first step. You're the real traitor, not me. There is an unusual pain and sincerity in Wendu Lag's voice. Lan, half animal face becomes disturbing grimace, a mixture of pain, doubt, and fear. This is insane. You're telling me that I'm an enemy of my own kin? Bender, you decide what to do with him. I kind of want to see what she decides to do with him. What to do with him? Kill him, of course. What else? The hunter stares at you and then baring her teeth. Too bad we're in a hurry. We have demons to defeat. Otherwise, I'll have run before I cut your throat. With every word, her verse sounds more sincere and bloodthirsty. Mad rage burning in her eyes. Wendu, have you really forgotten everything? Are you really going to kill me, your friend? I remember the old Wendu, the good Wendu. Replies with a mocking laugh. I kept you close because you're the most skilled hunter in the tribe. It doesn't mean I felt anything for you or consider you a friend. You're dead weight, dragging me down. So out of my sight. I don't want to see you again, alive or dead. Strikes with a blow with a desperate gun.
I've survived worse.
Oh, wow. She actually kills him. Bitch. Ooh. I feel like she's like a cat. She's literally a spider cat. If we let her go through with it, I think like Arthas, part of her dies. Lan is like her heart, to be honest with you.
I'll go ahead.
And also maybe she spent a couple passion a night with them, right? So like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I definitely know killing him is not going to be good for Wendu, I think, in the long run, because this just reinforced to Wendu that violence solves everything, right? So I kind of want to steer her away from that, and I kind of don't even want this Nether army, to be honest with you. I just want them as normal crusaders. I don't think drinking the blood of the demon is gonna help anything, is what I'm trying to say, man. Like, ugh. This would be an honest fight, just Wendu and Thing. At least your master has some sense of honor.
In your blood.
This is not my time yet. This was
Damn.
expected.
This holy bitch had no mercy. Weakened by his injury. I don't like it, man. I really think you should just stay the fuck down. Yeah, I definitely think my perception. I'm glad we invest points into perception, by the way. It's such a fucking good skill, man. I think this is like an Arthas kind of thing where, like, again, if Lan dies, I don't think we're gonna get a very good ending for Wendu, because, like, I think we're gonna get, like, a very bad ending for this lady. Let's do lawful. You may try. This is insane. You're telling me that the enemy of my kin? Whatever you think. Your kin are on my side. You're the only one who opposes. See for yourself which of us is friends of the mongrels and who is the outcast of an and an enemy. We want what's best for the mongrels. Go think about it. What? Do you think I'm gonna let you fool me? Let this be a lesson. Don't ever stand in my way again. Too bad. I always been a lousy student, putting all the remaining strength into his last charge. Lan dashes forward. Anger flares in Wendu's eyes, and why hunting knife appears in her hand before you can say a word.
I've survived worse.
Motherfucker, man. This guy is like... He's trying to get himself killed. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? I don't know if there's a way to save this motherfucker, man. Like... I don't think this is the right path, dog. I think we fucked up.
I'll go ahead.
In your blood.
Did you see that?
Damn. She should still be under the buff. What I gotta say, man. I guess what we can do is actually do protection from arrows.
Distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
Yeah, that'll reduce the damaggio. And then if we really want to reduce the damaggio even further, what what should I call it? We can do other things too. Let's save real quick. Is there really no way to doing this without getting him killed, man?
Yet another
You'll make
obstacle.
a fine trophy.
Did you see that?
Interesting.
Not like this.
What? Why did the protection from arrow did not do anything, dog? What the fuck? What? I guess it probably took away all of her buffs, one would assume. Well, anyways, I guess, you know, fucking...
We must stop this war. There is no hope. Only us. The gods have abandoned. What was I saying just now? Wanna play together?
I don't know how to save this guy.
Yet another
Tear
obstacle.
your throat out.
Did you see that?
Maybe we don't want to intimidate the lady?
Focus on the
Kind of
goal.
overkill to use stone skin, man.
Yes.
No mistakes.
Here, why don't we give this lady this thing? Plus haste.
You deserve my obedience.
Yet another
Tear
obstacle.
your throat out.
This is not my time yet.
Better. We don't need spell anymore. More necessary. Let's go, Wendu. No, no, good still gets him killed. I don't know how we can save this motherfucker, man. I feel like this motherfucker is gonna die. Maybe it's a full gambit trying to save this guy, honestly. Man, maybe when I highly doubt it. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think this is the way. Because of the fact that even the perception is like, you know, yo,
Yet another obstacle.
Bathe in your blood.
this not be the way, y'all.
This is not my time yet. This was unexpected.
Hell is for you.
I gotta convince this guy that he needs to, like, not get himself killed. I think lawful. Then gives an aggravated nod. You're right. Turns out I'm the enemy, and the enemy doesn't belong in the tribe. If I'm standing in the way of my people, my duty is to step away. Tell Soul I left, and I won't bother the tribe again. May the fires be hot, and their prey abundant. Man gives you a crooked smile, and his eyes are sad. Looks like I'm on my own again. Back to being an exile. Fine, I'm used to it. Farewell. Thanks for explaining everything to the fool. Wearing a menacing scowl, Windows speaks in a quiet, go your own way. And just in case you change your mind and decide to come back, I'm warning you now, don't. You're no longer one of us. If you try to approach the fire, you get an arrow. Okay, wait a minute. Hey. This is for the best, y'all. I still don't feel good about gaslighting this guy. I feel like, you know, like...
I know the way.
she's definitely, I don't know, man. But he lives, though. I think that's the most important part. I think him living is the most important thing. Because I don't think she wants him dead. Like, honestly, man. +1 attack while using point blank shot.
Follow my lead.
Okay, I think we got pretty much the best outcome there, man. We have to gaslight a guy that he's in the right, which, you know, kind of sucks because, like, he is technically in the right. But, you know, I have to do what I have to do, man. Like, fuck. Alright, man. Can we not go through with the blood? So, what? Has land back down? There are others in the tribe who speaks out against me. No, master. No one dares to resist you anymore. The Nethers will obey. Lan is alive, but he won't stand in our way. That piece of filth was lucky to escape from me alive. He's no longer part of the tribe. Forget him, soul, and don't speak his name in my hearing. Maybe it's the best that he went his way. You and him shouldn't be near, Wendu. Blood will be spilled sooner or later, and shit's bad when the kin raise hand against each other. Philip worries, focus on the root of the cave, as if the old man trying to see beyond it. To see the sky he never lay eyes on. So the time has come. The old prophecy is coming true. The underground crusaders are going to go to the surface and seek vengeance against the demons for their grim lot. When you take a step forward, it's not you who will lead them to the surface, soul. We need a new chief, a young, strong, ready for the hard trials. We're going to war, and your experience will count for nothing. So I will lead the tribe. I, Wendulag, the strongest hunter in Netham. Is there anyone here who would disprove my right to lead the tribe and our people? A satisfied smile plays on Wendu's lips as she watches her kin nod and mumble approvingly. You see, master? The army I promise you is in your hands. The Nethers will show their true might, and we'll never have to live in these dark caves again. I'll lead this army in your name, and we'll rip to shreds anyone who dares to resist you. When the ecstatic speech turns into a battle cry that spreads throughout the village, echoed by other mongrels. Ooh. I don't know, man. I don't know if what we're doing it's the right thing, man.
It's not far.
I really can we, like, you know, say no to demon to demon blood, please? Like, I know it make you strong, lady. But I think it also makes you susceptible to demon influences. So, like, you know, like, fucking chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are fine as it is, man. Sure, will the demon blood make them more stronger? And, you know, like, maybe we can go kill some ancient elves or something like that? Maybe. But will we have to sacrifice our freedoms for a demon? Definitely. And I'd rather not. But this is the path I already paved, man. Hopefully by... You know, like, I won't say sparing land, but, you know, like, hopefully by land living, that, you know, we'll get more of his content, because, like, if not, we're gonna be fucked, dog, like, hard body, because, I don't know, man, I feel like, we're pushing this lady down a path, a very, very dark path, to say the least of things. Maybe you should take land instead of her, honestly, because I'm looking at these, man, and I'm like, bro, this shit is getting bad, yo. Like, her storyline is not inspiring me a lot of confidence. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm a little bit concerned. A little bit. But, you know, when people are getting tempted down the demonic path, you should definitely always be vigilant. Because you don't know, you know, where that path leads to, right? Well, I definitely know where that path leads to, man. It's going to be me having to kill her. Because she's gone all cray-cray. With the demonic blood. But, you know, if they do manage to somehow, you know, like, control the demonic power, maybe not. Saw solo? What build and difficulty? We're playing on core. And our build, I don't even know, man. I'll be real with y'all. We're an arcane buffer, basically. I just buff people. And then I also grease. Either way, though, I mean, fucking, it's bad, man. It's bad. I feel like I'm making the wrong choices in life. But then again, you know, it could be worse. You know, we could be like the Lich King, reenact Lich King 2.0. So, you know, we're not as bad, but we're definitely not as good. Actually, you know, why are we holding Swords of Gorum? Oh, we're waiting for the rank up right now. No, not solo, not solo. We're this is our first time playing the game, so what you might call it. You know, I would like to interact with the characters and stuff like that. And so far, I don't know. I played Kingmaker before this. I would say as an experience, I am kind of leaning towards Kingmaker, just because of like, I don't know, it feels smaller scale, and you get to, you know, be more closely knit with your crew. Don't get me wrong, the crew here is great. The only problem is that every motherfucker is kind of evil, and like, you know, as a good character, quote unquote. I don't know, man. They they don't really gel with our vibes, you know. So right now, I don't know, man. A lot of our characters are kind of outsussy. But you know, some might say it's a good or bad thing, depending on, you know, whatever people fuck with. But I don't know, man. A lot of these characters, I don't fuck with them, man. I don't fuck with them, no sir. But partly because they're all evil. A couple of them are good though. I mean, good is you're giving a lot of credit. Is what I'm trying to say, man. Like, these motherfuckers. I swear to God. I think Sela is like the only like quote unquote good person. Can I open up a portal yet? Yeah, because teleporting is kind of nice. You can't build a portal in the outskirts. Man, that sucks. Ember, is she good? She's kind of crazy. Like, yeah, crazy good, but, you know, but still crazy. Her sanity is kind of, you know, it's not there anymore, y'all. The sanity's gone. But then again, you know, watching your dad get burned like a goddamn steak probably does some fucked up things to you. And also you getting burned along with him. I don't blame the kid. But, you know, she's a little bit loose up there. But, you know, that's how it is. That's just how it is. I mean, yeah, I know I can check the alignment, but I mean, I'm talking about the character interactions, man. Like, she's crazy. Bitch is crazy. But then again, I kind of understand though, you know, whole father and Ember, yeah, not the most fun time. Got a mysterious crow. But then again, I kind of blame the dad at that point, man. I guess then again, you know, how was he supposed to know that, you know, the first day of getting there, that, you know, the motherfucker's gonna get burned on the pyre? But yeah, I mean, all the characters that I'm stuck with is fucking, I don't know, man. Like, they're not in the best light. I guess realistically, power ranking wise, Ember is probably the best, just because, you know, at least she's crazy good and not, you know, like evil, which is kind of nice. Yeah, new Crusader. What the fucker? Ooh, wait, 14. I mean, they're cheap though. But the thing is that I really need to start stacking on my army instead of like, if I do a free search, does it add on? It did not add on, motherfucker. That's not good. Well, anyways, we love Hell Knights in this household. I like Hell Knights. I like this. I like that. I don't really like the champions. I think Battlefields is going to be settled via archers, to be honest with you. So I'm not so inclined to pick up champions, just because they're kind of squishy. They do a lot of damage though. Oh shit, we actually got a couple of these guys. God. Not really. At this point, I'm just like fucking. We're just vibing at this point, you know. Other than the fact that my build's kind of ass, but you know, like that's just something you gotta learn as you play. Like your build's kind of ass, and like you're gonna just have to fucking truck along. It's serviceable, but you know, I definitely see the long-term implications is bad. But you know, that's just not enough game experience, right? Because like this thing introduced a bunch of fucking mechanics. And I only played like one playthrough of like Path, so we're a little bit lacking in the knowledge department. Oh my god, I have 2 of these guys? Damn. Well, thank you for dropping by though. Just doing a little. Oh, we're gonna have to do a little bit of spring cleaning. Also, I hate that. Whatever. It's how it is sometimes. We have the mats now. Honestly, though, I love fucking economy, man. We love economy games. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. But yeah, it's a little bit daunting though, just because of all the lore, all the implications, all the shit that's going down, trying to lead people, not down to demonic ruin. Trying not to lead people down to demonic ruin. Mission impossible. I don't want to fight, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to fight. I want to get back. I want to. Ooh, a demonic army has spawned in. Kick their ass, bro. I fucking hate that I have to go all the way around. I don't know why the path is. There must be like a lore reason why that path is blocked, but yeah, it's kind of annoying that the path is blocked. All right, what's going on here? You got. Honestly, man, we just have too many armies, man. Well, we need at least one to go defense and then one to go offense, and then I guess y'all can just go scout. Yeah, I mean, a scout division is always nice just to figure out paths and stuff like that. I definitely think for the first playthrough though, I don't know, man. It's rough. It's not like impossible, but I do think it's kind of rough. As a first time player though, like fuck, man. It's too much of a dump. Which is like, some people might like it. I think for me though, as a first time player, it's very daunting.
If you want to survive, you need to hone your self-control. I can offer you some advice.
Also, it doesn't help that all the characters are evil too, so like I don't really fuck with them.
A Hell Knight teaching a paladin? Sounds like the start of a bad joke.
Well, that Hell Knight is kind of a goat. He's kind of the goat. All right, let's go show up to this place now, and then fucking. I think this will be probably the last location we're going to be doing, anyways. Oh. You click off the screen, man.
Focus on the goal.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Give me blast. Give me protection from poison. It's either fire.
Time's not waiting.
I don't think we need to really worry that much, honestly, man. I just want to get my levels. The problem with this game is that since it's open, well, I would say open world, but like since it's like, you can go anywhere you want. It's harder to gauge, I guess, like whether or not you can be a location, because like your character is kind of OP and also not OP at the same time. But then again, like level 20s compared to level 10s, like we're gonna be obviously at a disadvantage, right? So it's just that we have more numbers, so technically you have like more abilities and shit like that. Also, quick save me, because like I don't want to deal with like negative go. Oh my fucking god, it is a negative ghost. Fuck you, man. All right, you know the drill. Time to start casting Death Ward.
I I know what to do.
Rules are made
Fucking
to be
hate Ghost,
broken.
man. Ghost. You get that forward. You get that forward. You get that forward. The horse gets that forward. Does the Triceratops get Death Ward? Nah. Nah, we should give Death Ward just in case. Like, fucking. I think Death Ward counteracts, like, pretty much the things that we have to worry about. So I don't think we have to really worry about that shit. We can do Protection of Evil just for funsies. Nah, let's not waste spells for no reason. We're gonna probably be resting soon anyways, so you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go all out. And then give yourself heroism. Give Storm heroism. The horse surprisingly does like a lot of fucking damage, yo. Not at you. Oop.
We'll make things right.
Okay, and then F5 me. Okay, maybe we should have give these people death wards. Bubonic plague. What the fuck, man? But we're don't we have communal poison? We do have communal poison, but death plague still affects us for some reason. Oh, that's some bullshit, man. Get off the death plague. I can't get out the death plague, y'all. Oh my god, and my backline got it. Oh my fuck these guys. Okay, you know, I got lazy. It's true. I did get lazy. I didn't want to cast a bunch of death wards. And look at that. That came back and bite me in the ass, brother.
Time's not waiting.
I don't know, man. Death ward's an expensive spell slot, man. Fuck. Alright, alright. Everybody get fucking death ward because motherfucker is gonna be on my butthole. I couldn't have sworn that you have arcane protection, man. Okay, I think everybody has that work now. Besides Ember. Give it to yourself. Okay!
They will break against our resolve.
Wait a minute, which motherfucker is casting the spell, though? That's the real question. Oh, you know what? It's probably the entrance Sicarian ghost motherfucker.
This kill is for you.
Yeah, everybody just focus on this guy, man. Like, fuck that guy. Okay, maybe we gotta move out of the way. Alright, maybe this is a turn-based kind of battle, just because, guy's kind of annoying with his spells, man. So after he does all of his CC stuff, then he does, like, his main shit, so we gotta get rid of him.
I know what
That motherfucker ought to go. We already have haste. Is there any other thing that we can do that gives us a little bit more Damaggio by any chance?
This war
I don't believe so. So let's enter turn-based mode. And then let's jump this motherfucking ghost.
Do not waver.
And... okay, I'm about to say, that motherfucker gets to go first. Fuck me, man. Fuck me, man. And then fuck you. Yeah, you need to die. Like, for the greater good. Oh, at least he's easy to hit, which is kind of nice. I should have maximized it, dumbass son of a bitch. Anyways, we gotta kill this motherfucker. I don't mind the ghost because at the end of the day, if you have Death Ward on everybody, that means y'all ain't gonna do fucking shit. You ain't got shit on us. Am I gonna summon the Azadas? You know what? This is gonna be like one turn kind of fight. Fuck it, man. I mean, we're gonna rest probably after this soon. Oh. I didn't realize these guys are immune to Serenity. Anyways, why don't you do your lucky die and then go behind the demon? Maybe I should have done freedom of movement actually. Motherfucker, I'm a Triceratops. Oh, you know what? Maybe should have done a selective fireball, bro. Fuck it. Yeah, can you maximize your fire? Because, like, this fucking guy gotta go. Still not enough Damaggio, unfortunately.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
These guys do no damage, so, like, not really of a threat. I don't think you can give me protection from Thingy, but can, like... Thing is that I don't think this guy has bones, so yeah, you can't do that. You know what? Give prayer. And then spread out a little bit, because, like, I fear that this motherfucker is gonna go off on us.
No match for me.
Oh, motherfucker, dead. I'm a Triceratops. Unfortunately, my guy does not have any single target spells. Besides magic thingy, magic missile. But magic missile is gonna do like jack shit to the guy. So like, I want to throw just a fucking fireball in there. But you know, honestly, just chuck a, regular man. Oh, you're gonna be fine, you little bitch. All right. We don't need to maximize anymore. Honestly, just use your regular bow at this point.
This'll leave a bruise.
Okay, and then fam, Papa G heal. I love this guy fucking heal, man. Honestly, these remaining ghosts are kind of like what we call pussies. So like, you're in the pit of doom. We're gonna need to dispel that pit of doom, don't we?
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Okay, fuck me, I guess.
I'm alright.
Rules are made.
Focus on the goal. This spell doesn't work like that. I'll go ahead.
Get me out of here, brother.
Your company.
Okay. Oh. Charisma. We love charisma. We love persuasion. We love perception. We love nature. And then I can only pick a level 6 spell. Honestly, Truth Seeing is kind of nice. Transformation would be kind of nice if I can give it to my peeps. Ooh, +4 on hit chance is actually kind of nice too. Actually, you know, having single target fire is actually kind of nice. This spell greater is actually kind of nice. Holy shit, man. I like all this shit. Man, what the fuck, man? Yeah, all these spells are like really great. Especially Dispel Greater with these fucking boyos. Okay, wait. Let's do our supports first, because like I need to know what support spells they have access to. Because depending on what support spells they have access to, we then can change it, you know, whatever we need. Religion, and then you can do that. What you got? Oh wow, Jennifer Sainu, kind of nice. Oh, Crackle is actually kind of interesting because I think most of the problem is like the thing is that you can only apply one, but like with the Crackle thingy, you can apply it infinitely. Well, actually, well, for one person though. I mean, like, no, it takes their move action, so they can keep crackling and then crackle all over the place. I kind of like regenerate Sainu just because it makes my life easier. And honestly, oh no, you need Hellfire, dude. You need Hellfire, little lady. You're gonna need the Hellfire because that shit is actually Damaggio. So I die. I mean, I like everybody to become buffers, but at the end of the day, I think we need Damaggio. We needed the Damaggio, and if we're gonna have like a good life, we're gonna need more Damaggio. All right, then. All of you guys are good there. Oh my god, he has level 6 too. Oh my god. I mean, True Seeing Communal is nice. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty nice. This is also pretty nice too. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck man. Fuck. Shit. There's so many like very nice thing, man. Oh wow, this thing is actually kind of nice too. Like we put grease down, and then they stay stuck on the thingy, and then we just have a blade thing. Oh my fuck, man. It was between joyful rapture. I mean, true seeing communal. Um. Eh. I like Inspire Recovery. Anything that doesn't require me to use my ability to what you may call it, or to use diamonds to like revive somebody, I think it's very nice, honestly, man. But then that leaves me. I don't see why True Seeing is a level 6 spell though. Like that's just fucking crazy, man. Hmm. Oh, a fire or a furnace, hot winds blast downward, inflicting 4d6 plus 1 point per caster level to all creatures in the area, knocking them prone. As this forward save halves the fire damage and negates being knocked prone, any creature that takes damage from coral becomes fatigued or exhausted if already fatigued, such as a previous rounds. Hold up. This spell is actually kind of nutty, bro. What the fuck? It's an AoE fire ability, man. You know, having more people with perception checks is kind of nice. Oh shit, is this the additional, like... Oh, okay, that's not crazy. Ooh. I have no idea what the fuck that means. um. Okay, what I definitely want is double debilitation, because that's very nice. But now she can select up to 2 things.
I'm the best.
Honestly, yeah, AC down is really great. I don't know why I'm making you into a Hell Knight, but you know, why not? I mean, it's an advanced class, you know? And then you can put points into strength, and then Arcana, Religion. You're not really that studious of a guy to begin with. Okay, Paladin. Probably more strength. One would assume. Honestly, Mercy blinded, just in case if we get blind, man, is very annoying to get blind. Curse, we can remove Curse with one of our character. I don't know if we have blind. And then last but not least is the horse. Okay.
I know the way.
Interesting.
Follow my lead.
I should have made a 2-hand build, man. I should have made a 2-hand build.
As it should be.
I guess that's Wendu, but like I'd rather not have another, you know?
Trivial.
That is not far.
Oh, okay. So this this area is legitimately just there to just fight one demon or one ghost. Well, you know, kind of makes sense that they're vengeful because of the fact that, you know, like we kind of, I say we, but like, you know, like the Korean empire collapsed. That's, you know, generating a couple of things. Excuse me, what the fuck? Calendar calls for aid. Honestly, your champions are like kind of glue. I'm gonna be real with you. So maybe I'll switch out the champions for like 2 archers instead. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just discovering paths, you know, for our folks here. It's gonna take a little bit, but we're gonna have to march our army over there to help relieve that siege. And then I want to go. Yeah, we should. Wait, what the fuck is this? Honestly, these are just reagents. Fuck reagents, dog. Like, I don't. Oh, what's the point of, you know, distracting our units just to get some fucking reagents? Like, that make no sense to me, man. Okay, +2 damages, witches. You know what? Let's choose to establish diplomacy. And then let's increase our military experience. And then let's rank up our military. So much shit to do, man. Okay, and then our party needs to get back to whatchamacallit. Do we need to get to Dresden? Oh no, I mean we have more shit to do, unfortunately, like Molten Scar. Or do we want to do like the other content first, like Crimson Dust? Let's actually go back to Dresden first, just because we need to drop off a couple items anyways. Motherfucker.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
They don't seem too scary.
I'll rip you apart.
Alright, I need to send the source over there. She doesn't apply crit damage or sneak damage unless she's flanking. Interesting assassins, brother. I don't know why they consider the knife a quest item, though. Well, either way though, I'll probably just keep it in the goddamn what you may call it. We'll enter. Ah, fuck, wrong area. Gotta go to bed soon, so like, what do you call it? I kind of want to speed this along here. So I'm gonna drop off all the random ass items that I have in my inventory.
I know the way.
I guess fuck it, man. We can actually go sell shit too while we're here, I guess. Oh, there's just so much shit, man. I'm gonna be real with you. Oh, there's just so much stuff going down. Are you Kukri? No, you're not Kukri at all. Interesting. The thing is that these things are glowing, like they're a quest item. So like I'm kind of, you know, like, but they're heavy though. You know, 4,000 is 4,000, dog. I'll take that.
Follow my. I am prepared.
I won't sell the knife for now, just because I'm not sure like what knives are for. So we're just gonna put it in our chests, and then when we figure out who, you know, who the fuck needs the knives, we can go. Also, enter your quarters, shuffling a pack of cards. Still hard at work. Don't you remember promising to play cards with me sometime? Go on then. I still remember the rules. Oh my fucking god, bro. Try not to bang your companions. Mission impossible. Shuffle the deck and deals 2 hands. What are the stakes? What the fuck, man? Why are we so horny? Oh, we're so horny. Let's say flick the forehead. I think this is a classic, right? Ah, agreed. This face lights up as he studies the card he's been dealt. It seems the game bring him genuine pleasure. Your turn. Ah, fuck it. Yo, DC check, try to cheat. Joseph plays very well, but you stack the deck and scores an easy victory. Ha, I lost. He throws the cards on the table with irritation. You've never seen him so passionately, almost furiously excited. Not even in an actual battle where life and death are at stake. Do your worst. So I was like, oh my god, man. Why are we so fucking home? What the fuck is going on with this thing? Alright, flick his head. Ouch! I'll get you for that. Don't you doubt it. The cleric rubs his forehead. Another round? But you're playing. You're almost like a different person. I know. Well, certain things I normally don't allow to feel. They feel an outlet when I'm playing. Many people have told me I seem like another person when I'm playing. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, right? The other person inside me deserves to have some fun on occasion too. Shall we play another round? Let's do it. Let's play for money. Splendid. Those will play very well, but it's score an easy victory. Oh, I lost the card. How about another round? That's enough for today. Fine, I'm a little tired. Thanks for the game. It's just a bit fun, but you have no idea how much better I feel after playing. See you soon. Don't stay up too late. Motherfucker, try to get horny, man. Oh my god, bro. Please. Let me just be in my chambers for a little bit. Commander, permission to report. We're short on soldiers. Any elation from taking Dresden is long gone. We're now faced the harsh reality of a drawn-out war. What was sufficient for an expeditionary force won't cut it for a proper army that needs to hold territories around Dresden and still advance forward. Now that we dealt with the wary and replenished our officer corps, we need more troops. I suggest we write a letter to Mendev and ask Her Majesty for a new draft. It will take some time, a long time to be perfectly honest, but that's the most reliable option we have. Mendev is already giving everything we can spare at the war. I say we ask our priests to be more active with their preaching in other lands. Let them inspire more people to volunteer. A regular draft may not be enough. We have one permanently in effect as is. We should suggest that the crown recruit all who lost everything and attack on Canabras and other cities instead of meager state-issue meals for these orphans and homeless refugees. They get army rations, a pair of boots, and a spear. It's not a best solution for them, and it will not be the best solution for us. Still, we have plenty of materials to sift through and forge into solid combatants. Yeah, we won't get far for sheer enthusiasm. Fortunately, we have some coin to dress it up. Everyone who's ready to fight for lofty ideas is already here. Time to call those who still fight for gold. And what about the troublemakers from the wary? Do they criticize us still? Negative. Ever since you took those measures, we haven't had a word from them. After your changes within the officer ranks, the command staff is showing nothing but loyalty. Let's discuss our options further in detail. Sayla, what's your plan? Travis, half the word, join the Crusades, plenty of souls, yada yada, tell everyone the horrors, yeah, people volunteer, see this is not bad at Mendev or Scaris, but a call of Glorion. Do you believe that people are learning what's happened in the world will come running volunteer? Do you think too highly of them? Upon hearing the preaching, most people will run in the other direction. At present, Canabras and other cities with the assaults are teeming with orphans and homeless and refugees, survivors who have lost all they had. They live off the crown in tents and sustained by handouts. Get them out to the front lines. They're not the most optimal manpower pool, but it's unlikely that they have volunteered. Unlikely they would volunteer, but they have nothing to lose, and we gain an influx of recruits and save, as well as save Mendev from having to waste funds on citizens who provide them with no benefits. You take advantage of these people's plight in order to bolster our ranks. The poor folks you speak of have suffered tragically. They should be recovering, restoring their faith, not being thrown into a demon's maw. My advice is simple. We practically asking people to jump into a demon's gullet. Sure, there's knocks who do for some high deals, and there's those who can be coerced by force. Nevertheless, mortals have invented a better incentive than a shiny coin. If you offer volunteers sufficient high pay, they'll sign up in droves. We can't rely on the loyalty of mercenaries. They're eager to come in and fill their pockets, but they're just as eager to abandon us once they face real dangers. It's seen it happen time and time again. We need true soldiers. One who can't imagine life outside the army, obey without a second thought. If necessary, die without regret. What will you advise? For a situation this, with direct instruction from the Queen, may her reign last forevermore, we shall write to Nerosian and ask Her Majesty to announce a new draft and send reinforcements. Of course, the plan will require time, but there's no question that would deliver results. There's no telling how many more recruits the Queen can scrape together through a regular draft. Mendev has already given us the best and the most enthusiastic. It's time for the rest to do their part. The Preacher Decree. The Preacher Decree. Recruitment growth for trainable units increased by 7%. Draft the victims. Recruitment growth for the trainable units increased by 20% for 14 days. Crusade morale reduced by 20. Interesting. The number of available mercy increases by 1 for 14 days. Thing is that we can't even recruit that many guys, so like I mean, right now we have like a lot of morale, so like the refugees recruitment is not that bad. And you know, worst case scenario, if we need to whip them into shape, we can. 7%. The mercenary is not too bad too. The only problem with the mercenaries is that you gotta have money in order to hire them, right? So like, I'm a little bit concerned with the amount of money we can afford. This would probably be the best overall. Honestly, get it like a now, man. Yeah, we could use like probably the refugees and then, you know, like use our plus morale and stuff like that. But I honestly don't want to deal with this bullshit. Okay. I can finally go to my bed chambers.
Should be.
More importantly, do we have a shield in my bed chambers? Let's put all that shit. Sort by type. That double sword is pretty strong. We can take that thing. Ah, this can only be worn by evil characters. I was like, I thought we had a shield. Oh, we did. It's just that it can only be worn by evil characters. So yeah, we're not wearing that shit. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to rest on our beds. Like we basically gotta like keep going here, man. Like I'll be real with you. There is no rest for the hunter. He must go. A lot demands of me. Yada yada. Not only that, we're also being beset in the front lines too. Okay. Guess we gotta make our way to Crimson Dust now. I mean, we gotta do the thingy, the green gates and the molten stuff too, honestly. There's just so much shit to do, man. How long does it take to travel here? A day and 14 hours? Or start traveling? Motherfucker, another demon army is besetting us right now. Alright, well, first things first. It's time to unsiege this bitch. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to kill him. Okay. Oh yeah, you got fucked, brother. Yeah, and the cleric gets to revive the dead too. Man, you are really fucked, dog. The most important thing is that we minimize as much damaggio as possible to our lines here. And then, this army... Why can I not move forward anymore? I'm not entirely sure, man. So weird. How long is it going to take you to get there? Oh, a long time. Well, there's nothing I can do about that one. Oh, make sure to save, just in case me. I don't think you're gonna lose, but you know, you never know. Fuck. Okay, well, let's try to kill the swarms. Oh, okay. So if you kill all the actual troops, the summon troops, that doesn't count, I guess. All right. The most important part is that we relieve the siege, and then now we got to get the army back to Stone Maze. Okay, it's gonna take 2 days to travel there. That's fine. And then for us, we're gonna have to get down over here and then participate in the disgusting feasts and stuff like that. Why do I have a marker right now? Okay, military council now requests me to meet. We don't need to do that. Airbeth wants to talk. And then we have a bunch of other shit going down too. Okay, you know what? Let's actually go back. Today, Airbeth looks unusually lively. Her eyes are shining again, and you haven't seen her since the Battle of the Lost Chapel. Saluting you, she stands at attention. Commander, forgive me for bonding you with a person that matter, but I just want to say how grateful I am to you. During the attack on Dresden, I did not exactly cover myself in glory. Yeah, every reason to throw me out of your army or send me to the condemned. Yet you supported me. You helped me regain my footing and continue to fight. You will not regret the decision, I swear. I will never let the Crusader down again, neither by my actions, nor by my words, nor by my thoughts. I will be loyal to Crusade to the end. Alright, I hope you feel better. Thank you, Commander. I have conquered my inner demons, and I can go back fighting the real kind. Captain Odin. Captain Odin salutes you and look over the military council intently. Our intelligence was correct. Hara Mazdith hosts matches on Dresden. In his position, the wisest course of action upon reaching the walls would be to lay siege and wear down our forces with nuisance raids. However, my experience tells me that he'll act differently. This is going to be in a full-out assault, a decisive display of power. When the enemy moves in on our position, we must meet them with a hail of arrows from our walls, gaining full advantage of our superior defensive position. To prepare our army for this battle, I propose to pass a reform to increase the presence of ranged troops in our range. I believe light arm slinger, a great number of who can be trained quickly, will be adequate for our purposes. And once the demons get to them, every one of those slingers will be slaughtered. I say we only recruit experienced siege rangers who have traveled far and wide, who knows how to defend themselves in any situation. Captain Odin is correct, assuming that our ranged troop can manage with light armament. However, the troops themselves must be of exemplary quality to complete the task at hand. I suggest we pick the most adept archers we have and undergo a rigorous training until they become true marksmen. I know where we can get good sentient prey hunters. I heard there's a wildland around where the Uplander lives. Even worse and poorer than others. They rob for a living and call bandits. Let's contact them with the promise of mercy and generous reward, Master. Why is Kamarak so intent in reclaiming Dresden? By capturing the city, we have gone in great efforts on the offensive for the first time in decades. We have broken and established mode, which is taken by demons, rarely escape their grasp. The liberation of Dresden could become a symbol of new hope for mortal kind, and Kazarak seeks to smolder that hope into the crater. Moreover, Dresden is well-positioned foothold that threatens the war wound in northern Mendev. Kazramadith cannot fail to appreciate its significance. But it's also more pragmatic. Back in the day, Kay planned to capture Dresden himself, but Manago beat him to it. If he takes it back now, he can finally have his glory, as well as further humiliating Manago. I want to hear my opinions on why Rangers. We can't bolster our ranks with hunters and shepherds who can't shoot an arrow, but don't know how to break anything about melee combat. War is not about shooting partridges out of the sky. The demons could easily break through our ranks and attack our archers, and what happens then? A massacre, leaving us digging our graves for a bunch of boys and girls. Rangers, on the other hand, spent their whole lives traveling, and they know what it's like to rely on no one but themselves. They're battle-hardened, and they can wield both the blade and the bow. And worrying about the lives of individual soldiers, we will not put their safety above expediency. The price of defeat will be loss of an entire army, not just a few soldiers. Tell me more about these snipers. If we take 100 archers and work them to the bone in time, we'll discover a dozen with real talent. They must be able to remain completely focused on their objectives, taking out one after
another, and the infantry duty is to shield such valuable assets from attack with their bodies as necessary. Why are you suggesting that we hire bandits? Well, how are we any worse than any uplanders? They're good hunters because the bad ones, as I understand, are hanged or thrown in prison. They're vicious and well decisive, well accustomed to obeying their leader, and not afraid of crossing someone's sword. Okay. Of course not. A sling is not an accurate weapon, but cheap and easy to learn. Slingers training inexpensive. Any commoner can pick up the basics. Lack of skills. Untrained, practically unarmed peasants in the rear. A perfect target. Everything's clear to me now. I think rangers are great because they're tanky and stuff like that, but I do think... Now, look at that DiMaggio. You look at that DiMaggio and you come back to me and tell me that DiMaggio is not good. Bandits are interesting. Nah, fuck Slinger, bro. Slinger sucks, bro. So it's either snipers or bandits. I think I'd rather have our army with snipers. So I think I screwed up my character the moment I made her. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? I think it also depends on difficulty. Like, if you're playing on a lower difficulty, it's not too bad. Obviously, if you're playing on the higher difficulty, then, you know, like, you're cooked, man. You're fucking cooked. I'll be real with you. I hate to say it, y'all, but you're fucking cooked. And I'll send my... She has, like, no way I can see that she can attack at all. Okay. I mean... It depends what character you made. Like... You tell me she can't even use a crossbow? I feel like everybody can use a crossbow. Worst case scenario, throw that bitch in the back line, you know? If she's a spellcaster, it takes a little bit before they start popping off. The demons are besetting me. Fuck you, demons. Oh wait, I'm more excited about getting these marksmen, man. These marksmen sounds lit. Damn. For me, I'm basically just replaying what I did in Kingmaker. My character is basically what I what I did in Kingmaker, so it made my choice much easier. But I did try to do Archer, but then I don't know, man. It didn't work out so well. So whatchamacallit, I just reverted back. And again, depending on the difficulty, you can respec your character later on. So like, I wouldn't, you know, be too down bad if your character is like garbage, because whatchamacallit, what is this? When the fuck do you get a negative level? Oh my god! Oh, there's nothing I can do too, man. Fuck you, man. Damn. Yeah, whatever. We can crash like Greater Restoration or something like that. I don't know where this bitch got the negative level from, but yeah, that's a little bit annoying. That is a little bit annoying. But yeah, you can respec your character for free for a couple times. So like, if you did fuck up, you just have to wait until you get that character, or you get access to that character, which I think you do get access pretty early too. So so it depends on if you get where you get stuck at, but you can respec, assuming you're not playing on like the insane difficulty and you're playing on normal. If you play on core and above, you can't respec, I believe, unless you change that setting. I did change that setting because, you know, like, with this type of game, man, where there's like a lot of shit going on, like there's like 20 different characters and then like 4 archetypes per character or something like that. Like, that shit's a lot, and you can definitely fuck it up. Just because, you know, like some archetypes you just don't fuck with. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be rough. I had to respec my character because I didn't know what the fuck was going on with my character, and they did jack and shit. So, whatchamacallit, we have to respec our character. back to like the class that I used to play, which is just basically an Arcanist buffer, where like I just provide a lot of buffing. I don't know, I like it. I like that style. And then occasionally we drop like the tactical nuke on our opponents and shit like that. Flame Dancer. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. What the hell? What the hell is a Flame Dancer? Sounds cool though. The the classes are definitely more viable the lower the difficulty though. So like depending on the difficulty, it may or may not be good. But you know, like you don't have to optimize is what I'm trying to say. Higher difficulty you have to optimize, right? So I'm just glad that, you know, what you may call it. And we're not playing on the hardest difficulty because fuck that. Because what you call it? The hardest difficulty generally with the Pathfinder games is that they just make them like fucking hella tanky, man. And if you don't optimize, aka buffs and get all the shit and like that, then you're gonna get shit on basically. We're kind of we play on core. I think core is like the regular plus basically experience. Just because, you know, I do want to be challenged a little bit. And we're definitely getting challenged, man. We're definitely getting challenged, bro. There's just so much fucking shit, man. Holy. I kind of miss Bard. I play Kingmaker, and honestly, a Bard is just very nice, honestly. Just because Bard can give your party buffs, additional buffs. And I generally like to like buff up my party anyways, but like I don't even know where we can fit a Bard right now, because like Ember is my mage DPS. I'm technically a DPS plus support / CC mage. Darren is my healer. Wendu is my melee DPS. I guess realistically, Reggie is probably expendable, to be honest with you. He's probably, it's flexible. And then Sela is my main tank just because we love Sela. I love tanks. I honestly should have just went full tower shield, but we didn't really find a good tower shield yet. So what you may call it, we can't turn her into like a complete tank, man. But I don't know. Having one person just be primary tank is very nice. Now, granted, it sucks that the horse is not a good tank, but you know it does add extra carry weight. So and it also does like a lot of DPS too. Again, for a horse, it's kind of crazy. I guess it's a mythic horse. But yeah, generally though, I feel like the melee classes are much more simple. And then the sorcering classes where it's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, where to spec in, what magic to use. All I know is cast Fireball. Fireball solves a lot of problems, y'all. And now we get and now we got even better I don't say Fireball, but we got better rays. I don't know if I want to increase her charisma or if I want to increase her dex actually, because technically Ray uses touch and touch uses dex, I think. But yeah, I love mages. We love mages. The mages, they're great. We love them. And she just got a new spell called Hellfire, which sounds fucking lit, man. You can cast 1 ray plus 1 additional ray for every 4 caster level beyond the 11th. Touch attack and do 1d6 per caster level. This thing does 15d6 compared to Scorching Ray, which does 4d6. Yeah, the Hellfire Ray is actually kind of goated with the sauce. The only problem is that we need 15 before she gets the next ray. I done 1 playthrough of Boulder Gates 3. That's the most experience I have with this type of game. Well, the thing with Boulder Gates 3, right, is that I think it's using D&D 3.5, and then this thing is using Pathfinder, which is it's like an offshoot of D&D. So it's not like exactly the same. Like I feel like with Boulder Gates 3 and I think it's 3.5, the cantrips are like way more useful, and like mages actually use magic instead of fucking crossbows. This one, mages, you know, don't get me wrong, they have spells and shit like that, but at the beginning, they kind of they kind of have to use crossbows and shit like that. And also, I feel like boater also limits the amount of characters that there is, right? So, what do you call it? There's much more limited classes that you can make, so you can't fuck yourself. I feel like with this game, we're gonna be calling it a day sooner than later, but I feel like with this game, there's like 10 billion forking classes, man, and like I have no idea. I guess if you look at it, what you may call it. There's some pre-made characters, but let's be real here. Like, come on, man. We're here to play the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, make a character and shit like that. Don't really care about the emblem, but like there's so many different classes, man. Now, some of these classes were in Kingmaker, but like I rarely play with that. And like, you know, there's also, well, I don't have all the classes just because I don't have any of the DLC. So there's additional classes too, I think, if you have the DLC. But even with that, I mean, there's still like a lot of shit. And even in the main class, there's like, well, I think minimum there's at least 4. Actually, holy shit, minimums there's like 6 additional fucking classes. Bruh, I'm telling you, man. At least, you know, like you can spec into whatever you want to do. A flame dancer studies the movement of fire, adding to its grace, his repertoire. He seeks the truth in fire-building essence and uses his performance to unleash a powerful of fire against those who dare oppose him. Interesting. I feel like generally I put my bard in the back, but this looks like a melee bard, man. Is it a melee bard? I can't tell. Fire dance. I mean, it's useful. It's actually, you know, I feel like fire dance at the beginning is actually, or fire resistant at the beginning is actually really nice, just because you're dealing with a lot of demons who spews out fire and shit like that. But there are spells that, you know, basically does this. I guess you can make it more effective. Vicious Mockery. Fan of Flame. Level 8 though, bro. What? Oh, this is what each level gets you. Oh. So you didn't get Fire Dance at the beginning. You can get Fire Dance at level 3. Honestly though, with these types of games though, I feel like at the beginning, you're limited, right? Like you don't have all the tools that you need to operate on. So like, what you may call it, it's gonna feel very bad. But as you gain levels and you gain additional, like, what you may call it, abilities and stuff like that, and your build comes online, it's not that bad. It's just at the beginning, it's kind of rough just because you don't have everything that you need to basically be successful, right? And I don't really play Bard. I usually just play regular Bard, to be honest with you. Flame Dancer sounds kind of dank, though. Looks like it's like a fire kind of immunity, which is useful because you do run into like a couple situations where, you know, having extra fire resist is really nice. Actually, I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil things. I don't know how far you are into the game. I imagine probably not that far. But yeah, fire immunity is nice, but you got to get to level 3 before that happens. I don't even know where the regular Bard. I think we just play regular Bard, honestly, man. And also for a Bard, they're more of a buffing class anyways. Like, I don't really expect Bards to do damage. Even this Bard, who I don't think he does. Well, actually, he uses basic weapons and stuff like that. I think with this game, positioning is very important. Like, making sure that your tank is tanking is it's going to be in your best interest, basically. So you kind of want to focus on like formations and shit like that. You just have to power through, man. What do you call it? It's definitely a steep learning curve, to say the least of things here, but I definitely think most of the classes are pretty viable and depend on the difficulty. I think the general recommendation is to start on normal and then work your way up. For me, since I play Pathfinder Kingmaker, I was like, you know, fuck it, man. I already have my first rate AO, you know what I'm saying? So like, I already have like certain ideas of like how the game system functions. Obviously, I'm still learning a lot of things. Just because, you know, like again, Pathfinder itself is an offshoot, right? Of the D&D system, and like it has its own system and shit like that. But in terms of depth, though, I mean, like this, it's very deep. And honestly, Wrath, from what I played of it so far, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it kind of dropped you into deep end. But you know, it's kind of fun too, just because there's always something happening, right? There's like no dead time, where you know your character, where you know you just be chilling, and you know there's 10 billion classes, so you can figure out what you fuck with, what you don't fuck with. I generally lean towards, you know, the more simple class, like the melee, like the barbarian, the fighter. We tried hunter. I didn't really do what I thought it was gonna do, honestly, man. But then again, like I don't know how to build rangers, to be honest with you. So what do you call it? Maybe there's a better way to build them, but you know, for now though, I mean, for learning experiences, or for pushing the lore forward, I'm just gonna go with what I know, which is magic. We love magic, other than the fact that spell resist is fucking pain in the dick, but you know, what it is. I think kineticist is also another strong one, but I don't know. I heard kineticist is pretty strong, but I haven't used it. Monk was definitely OP in Baldur's Gate 3 though. I don't know about Pathfinder. Just again, they use a different system, right? And that was also like 6 different archetypes that I don't think exist in D&D 3.5. Oracle sounds also fun too. If only you didn't start with the Oracle. So like it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't like stacking. I don't like stacking like you know, everybody on one class. I heard Demon Slayer is also good. I mean, I guess then again, for a game fighting demons, you know, it kind of makes sense that Demon Slayer would be good, right? My personal favorite class, Rogue, man. I love fucking Rogue. And that's because Rogue gets a sneak attack die that basically adds a 1d6 or something like that. If you're we're knife master, so it adds 1d8, but it's an additional die that it adds to the what do you call it? The class, so it's very useful. And I generally like Rogue DPS just because I don't know, man. I like chink, okay? And I heard from peeps that daggers is the way to go, though kukris is another option, but there's not as many kukris in the game, so what you may call it. That's why we went with daggers instead of kukris. But kukris technically can increase your crit chance. Crit can proc with some of the abilities, and like you can chain basically with crit, but I didn't go that route just because I heard there was more daggers than kukris. But we did run a knife master. I just love Rogue, man. Rogue is such a simple class because all you do is just stab people. you don't have to worry about rage. You don't have to worry about anything. Just stab people. And then it's probably between, for me, it's probably between Knife Master and I like Rowdy just because of Vital Strike. Vital Strike makes it so that each sneak attack die, you roll 2 die per, but it's only 1 big attack instead of like 5 mini attacks. So I don't know which one does more damage, but you know, it's interesting. It's interesting. I think Thug is another one that's kind of interesting just because you basically fear, but I don't know. I like knowledge wise, like I haven't played enough to basically figure out my own build right now, but yeah, I mean there's a lot of archetypes that you can go in, depending on like how complex you want to make it. For me, I try to avoid make it too complex just because I already know myself where I'm like, I'm gonna get stuck in the weeds, man. I'm actually already stuck in the weeds kind of bit because like our build's kind of ass, but it's functional enough where if we fight on a level parity or you know like a couple levels higher than us, like it's not too bad. It's when we start fighting people that are above our level that has way more fucking tools than us that it gets kind of bad, because in Pathfinder the levels go fucking crazy, man. People levels are crazy. Baldur's Gate 3, they're like, y'all guys, we try to limit that shit to like 14 and below or something like that. This one, you can go all the way up to motherfucking 20 and become a god, basically. So I think the power level of this one is a little bit less, because in D&D, level 20 basically means you're a god, or you're approaching godhood. While this one, level 20, you're not really a god, you're just a guy, I guess. I think the DLC adds a mythic path where you can get up to like level 40 or something like that, and then maybe that guy will be considered a god. But the non-DLC wise, you get at least 20 levels, and then you also get the mythic levels, which you don't get in Kingmaker. So the mythic levels is like another layer of just like more complexity. Now granted, only your character gets it, and then the other characters gets like psi upgrades, so like it's not that overwhelming, but it's still another like layer, right? So like on top of your base level, you also got to deal with your mythic level, which is like your god abilities basically, and within that thing there's multiple different directions you can even spec into, because like the whole premise of this game is angels, demons, and then there's a couple other factions that you discover. I'm not gonna spoil that, just because I think that's half the fun of discovering those factions. We did discover, I believe, all of the factions. At least I got an achievement for it, so I'm assuming we discovered all of them. Besides the the DLC ones, just because I don't have the DLC. But I mean, honestly, the DLC is probably pretty worth it too. I heard that if you have the DLC, you can get like a Griffith or something like that. And that just sounds OD, horse is cool and all, but what do you call it? A Griffith sounds pretty litty. And if I want to be a gnome, also I think it's Beast Rider. Oh no, Cavalry of the Paw. If I want to be it, oh sorry, not gnome, a halfling. Cavalry of the Paw sounds so fun, man. You're basically a little halfling. I thought it was a gnome that rides a dog. I'm just saying. That's fucking lit. Okay, man. I generally base my character off humans, just because like I'm kind of role playing as myself, right? But technically, if you want to role play as a halfling, Cameron Paul sounds pretty fun too, because you have a dog basically. And I was honestly debating about that, but usually I try to stay human. And lore wise, our first character was human, and this character that I'm working on is based off of that first character in Kingmaker. Granted, the lore is already preset, so like we're basically brewing in-house lore for my character, but it's what it is. Either way though, it's a fun game, and I do see a lot of people actually get stuck on this screen just because there's just so much shit, right? There's so much shit you can build. For me, keep it simple. If you don't want too complex, go with a martial class. If you want a little bit complexity, then go with the magical thing. And then of course, you can mix and do anything in between, right? So I don't fuck with that for now, just because like, putting points into other things so that you optimize your build is just like, I feel like that's for the much higher difficulty than core. I feel like with core, you can still have a difficult experience, but it's still like fair, I would say. You do need to do a lot of buffing. I feel like in Boulder, you don't have to do like a lot of pre-buffing. A lot of the encounters in this game, it is in your best interest to like have a lot of buffs, like pre-cooked. And honestly, I think there's a lot of mod too that also makes it so that the game basically does all the pre-buff for you, so that you don't have to spend time pre-buffing, because like that can take up a lot of time. And depending on how ass your build is and how much you rely on buffs, also can take up a lot of time. But that's just nature of the beast. I feel like this thing is definitely way more focused on stacking as much modifier as possible in your favor. Of course, like we're not stacking like crazy numbers, right? Like we're not doing like crazy numbers, but it's still we're still stacking quite a bit. At least a deck in my favor. And also, I keep forgetting, man. The only thing I hate is that my character doesn't use spell slots. They use spell slots, but they don't use like I don't have to physically set the spells. And I feel like I keep forgetting, because some of these characters you do need to set the spells. in order to actually get the benefit of them, which is kind of annoying just because like I always forget to set those spells and then be like, oh, I wonder why I don't have access to these spells. It turns out, motherfucker, you forgot to set them. I honestly like the characters that doesn't require that just require rest. They're the best because, you know, at the end of the day, it's just like, oh, I just rest and then fucking I got all my spell slots that I need. Okay, wait, hold up. Let me save that so that I don't forget. But yeah, overall, a really enjoyable experience. I don't know, the army is kind of hit or miss because I feel like the combat kind of boils down to who has a better mage. But you know, hey man, if it makes my life more simple, that's great because there's so many fucking mechanics in this game. Okay, man, like anything that makes the player life simple is great, especially for a first playthrough, which I am playing through right now. So either way, though, enjoying the game. I'm gonna be heading off to bed. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. My name's been Ancho OG. If I don't see you, are we gonna be streaming today? We'll see. We'll see if I get pulled into some marathon or not. If I don't, then we'll be streaming. If I do, then we'll probably what you call it, stream later. Probably not Wednesday. I know I have something to do on Wednesday, so we're definitely not streaming on Wednesday. But maybe resuming back to regular schedule Thursday and Friday. But other than that, you know, have a good day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Be safe, and thank you everybody for anybody that was dropping by. And then on that, see ya.